Hello everyone, I welcome you all to Keralakam CBSE School Mudod online classes. In previous class, just we discussed the introduction part of integers chapter. So that I discussed before integers, I discussed what is natural number, what is whole number, and about integers also I discussed. To understand integers easily, we should know about number line also. So for that purpose, I told you about number line also. So always in a number line, I told that in a number line, middle what you will get? 0. Middle of number line you will get 0, and at right hand side of this number line means right part of 0, what you will get? Positive integers. Always you get positive integers like +1, +2, +3 like this. And on left hand side of this 0, what you get? Negative integers, that is -1, -2, -3 like this it continues. And I told that when you move towards right hand side you will get larger numbers. You can see here 1 is greater than 0, 2 is greater than 1, 3 is greater than 2. Like that only here also this 0 is greater than -1 and -1 is greater than -2, -2 is greater than -3. Therefore, when you go towards right hand side or towards right side of this number line, you will get larger numbers. I told this also in previous video. So now today we will see how to add and how to subtract these integers using number line. How to add and how to subtract using this number line. Okay. So now I will consider some examples here. By using that example, we'll see how to add or subtract. So for example, I will consider +1 +2. Okay. So first, what we considered here, +1. So first I have to represent or I have to identify +1 on this number line. So where it is +1, here we have +1. Okay. Now what we have here, +2. When you get plus or when you are adding a number, just you have to move right part of the number line. Okay, so here you have to move right hand side. How many times? 2 times, because we are adding +2 here. So we have to move 2 times right hand side of this number line. So here from this +1, first step, this is one step moved towards right hand side. Next again I have to move, because +2 we are adding 2 here, so we have to move 2 times. Therefore, again one more time I will move from this step. So here, after moving 2 times towards right side, we will get the answer, that is +3. So here I will write answer is +3. Listen carefully. By this example, you have to remember that when you are adding a number, you have to move towards right hand side of number line or towards right part of the number line. And based on given number, how many times you are adding, you have to move that many steps. So here I am adding 2. Therefore, from this +1 I have to move 2 times. This is one time and second time. So we got the answer, that is +3. Okay. So now I will consider another example. Write this example, draw this number line and represent like this only. Below that, write this example. Okay. So now I will consider another one. Just I will erase this first example things. Okay. So let us see another example. So now I will consider plus 3, and I told you that instead of writing plus 3 you can directly write 3 also. There is no problem. So 3 minus 2. Okay. So here in this example first we have to represent 3. 3 means nothing but plus 3 only. So where we have plus 3 in this number line? Here. This is plus 3. So first I represented plus 3 on number line. So after this plus 3, what they have given? Minus 2. In this example what we have? Minus 2. So here we have to subtract. Just now I told in previous example, while adding we moved towards right hand part, towards right direction of this number line. But here we have subtraction. Means just this is opposite operation. Again here in number line what you have to do? Just you have to come in opposite direction. Means you have to move towards left hand side. So here while subtracting in number line you have to move towards left hand side or left part of the number line. So here minus 2. How many times you are subtracting? 2 times. So from this plus 3 I will move 2 times towards left hand side because we are subtracting. So first step I will move here. So here we got first step. Again I will move because here we have minus 2. 2 times I have to move. Again I will take another step towards left side. So this is our answer. What we got? Plus 1. Or you can write it simply 1 only. So answer is, you can write it as plus 1 or 1 also. So this is the second example. So from this example you have to remember that when you subtract from an integer you have to move towards left part of the number line. Okay. So here write this example. Draw this number line, mark these things and write this second one example below that. Okay. Now I will consider another example. Just I will erase second example things. Okay. So now I will consider next example, that is minus 2 plus 1. This is my next example, means third example, minus 2 plus 1. So here what we are doing, we are adding 1 to minus 2. We have to add 1 to minus 2. So first I have to represent this minus 2 on this number line. Okay. So first what we have to do, we have to represent this minus 2 on number line. So where we have this minus 2 here? Here this is minus 2. First we represented minus 2 here. This is minus 2. Next what we have here? Plus 1. What we are doing here? We are adding plus 1 to this negative integer minus 2. So we already identified or represented minus 2. So now I have to add plus 1. Just now in first example I told that when you are adding, just you have to move towards the right hand side of this number line or towards the right part of this number line. So how to move now? Just you have to move towards the right direction because what you are doing? You are adding here. So you have to move in right direction. How many times you are adding? Just you are adding 1. So means here from this minus 2 just you have to move only one step towards right direction, right hand side direction. So here after this you will get the answer. So what is this number? Minus 1. So here the answer is minus 1. So here again only the difference between this first example and third example is that here also we are adding and here also we are adding. but the difference is here we considered only positive integers, but here in third example what we did, we considered negative integer. So here we got -2. We are adding a number to negative integer. So -2 plus 1. So first you have to represent -2 on number line, and when you are adding, like first example, just you have to move in right part of this number line. So plus 1 means just you have to move only one step. So when you move only one step, what you got here? Answer is -1. So -2 plus 1 means -1. Okay? I will consider another example now. So this is very similar to first example. You have to remember that just the difference is here we got negative integer also. When you are adding negative integer also, again you have to move in the right direction of number line. Now I will consider another example. So now -1 -2 -1 -2. Okay? So here first what I have to do, we are subtracting 2 from -1. So here both the numbers are negative integers only. We have -1 and -2. Both the numbers are negative integers. So don't worry. Again same things we have to follow here. So first what you have to do, first number is -1. First integer is -1. So first I will represent this -1 here. This is -1. So now what we have? -2. So what you are doing here? Subtracting. You are subtracting here. So by subtracting, what I told, just you have to move in left direction, like previous second example. So you have to move in left direction. How many times? 2 times you have to move. Okay. So here from -1 I will start moving towards left direction because we are subtracting here. So first step I will move here. This is our first step. Again I will move second time because we are subtracting -2 here. So here the answer is what we got? -3. So here I will write -3 is the answer. So these are very important and basic examples related to your number lines and operations on number line. Mathematical operations on number line means how to add and how to subtract on a number line. So here in first example what we did here, +1 and +2 means these two are positive integer only. So just you have to consider +1 first and you have to add 2 to 1. You have to move 2 steps towards right direction because when you are adding you have to move in right direction. So the answer is +3. Next what you have here? 3 minus 2. In next example 3 minus 2 means here you are subtracting, means what I told, while subtracting you have to move in left direction. So first you have to represent +3 and move towards left direction 2 steps. So what you will get? +1 as the answer. Next after that what you have here? -2 plus 1. So here we got negative integer also. So these first two examples are related to just positive integers, but here -2 plus 1. Again we are adding, but we are adding with negative integer. So -2, this is negative integer. We are adding 1 to yes -2, this -2. So here we have -2. When you add +1 to -2, first you have to represent -2 here. Then when you are adding, again what you have to do, just move in right direction. So you have to move one step towards right direction. So what you will get? -1 as the answer. Next after that, last one I considered two integers where these two integers are negative integers only. Okay, so first we have to represent -1 here. Next we have -2. So when you are subtracting, again you have to move in left direction. So how many times? 2 times, because you are subtracting 2 here. So 2 times I moved towards left side. So I got answer as -3. I hope you are clear with this. Write all these 4 examples. Draw different number lines, because here I have blackboard. So in one number line only I erased these things and written. But in your notebook, don't do like this. Draw different line segments for 4 examples. Draw the line segment and below that solve the example. Below that write this. So that we have to draw how many number lines? 4 number lines, because we solved 4 examples here. Okay, and here one more thing you have to remember, that you can observe here that we have very less numbers, means +3, 2, 1, -1, -2, -3. Suppose we got numbers like this, -10, -60. Suppose we got numbers like this, -10 and -60. What you will do? Just you have to start writing numbers from -1 to -60. You can't write up to -60 in one page. -1 to -60 means, because here we are considering numbers like -10, -60. Suppose for example, you are adding 70 plus 30. What can you do? You have to represent numbers up to 70 and 30, or again -60, -40. So when you consider larger numbers, that is difficult to perform calculation on this number line. So this is the drawback or disadvantage of this number line. So we will use this number line just for understanding purpose, how the integers works, or how we have to calculate, how to add, how to subtract using integers. Because when you get larger numbers like this, -60, -40, -500, -500, if you get numbers like that, you can't just draw this number line up to -500, because you can't draw that number line in one page. So the major drawback of this line segment is you can't draw line segment for larger numbers. This is limited up to -10, +10. You can draw and calculate these things. But when you get larger numbers, this is difficult. But we use this for understanding this concept of integers very easily. So here, by observing this number line and these things, means the numbers which have lesser value, we can understand this concept very easily. Means how to add, how to subtract. Okay, but when we got these greater numbers, larger numbers, it is difficult to calculate on this number line. So we will see how to add or how to subtract when you got greater numbers without any number line. Without any number line, how to add, how to subtract, we will see. Okay, so for that we have to remember some basic things. Now I will tell that what are those basic things. So in this video I will tell that, so practice those things, so that when I explain how to add, how to subtract without any number line, by using those things, you can understand very easily. So see here, so I will write very important things. You have to remember this for lifetime. Okay, so first I will write here, when you multiply positive integer into positive integer, plus into plus, this is nothing but positive integer into positive integer. Plus into plus means always plus only. Remember this. Write this as note in your fair book and write this very important thing. Next, minus into minus plus. When you multiply negative integer into negative integer, you will get positive only. Okay. Next, plus into minus. When you get positive integer into negative integer, what you will get? Minus. Remember this. Next, when we consider this minus into plus, negative integer into positive integer, what we will get? Minus. This is very important. Carefully buy it or practice this. You should remember this. So if you remember this, we can solve any of the integer values very easily without any number line. So here plus into plus plus, minus into minus plus, plus into minus minus, minus into plus minus. So how to remember this means very easily you can remember this. You can observe here. So plus into plus means these two signs are same. There is no difference. First one is also plus and second one is also plus. When you got two same integers, always what you will get? Plus only. You can see here minus into minus, two same integers, minus minus. What you got here? Plus only. When you have two same signs, what you will get? Result is, answer is plus only. So plus into plus, plus, and minus into minus, plus. But when you got two different signs, you will get minus only. You can see here plus into minus, minus, and minus into plus, minus. Remember this. How to remember or how to buy it? This means when you get two similar signs, answer is plus. When you get two different signs means answer is minus. So plus into plus, plus only, minus into minus, plus only. So when you get different signs means plus into minus minus, minus into plus minus. So practice these things and write these examples and do one thing. Consider different integers like this. What I did here, consider different integers and I performed addition and subtraction on this number line. Like this only, what we have to do? Consider any 5 examples. Consider any 5 examples by considering integer values and perform addition and subtraction on this number line. After that, you have to practice these things. If you practice this in next class, I will tell you how to add or subtract when you get larger numbers without any number line. We can tell the answer directly. Is it clear? I hope you are clear with this concept, how to add and subtract with number line, and I will explain you how to add, subtract by using these formulas without any number line. Okay? Thank you all.